Hey, welcome back to another episode of Picton's Northern Star, the boat float, whatever floats your boat. Not much of an update at this stage as to progress on the boat, but there is an update coming very, very shortly. Things are starting to move, so stay tuned and I hope you return to see what's going on with the old girl. I recently took a quick trip across the ditch to Wellington to see family. I was a bit early for the ferry, so I decided that I'd take a walk around Picton, get some footage, show the place off. I also got some footage of my trip on the ferry. I hope you enjoy this episode and I hope this inspires you to come down to the Picton Marlborough Sounds area to spend some time instead of driving through like a lot of people, including ourselves, used to do. Just thought I'd share this, a little bit of this with you. Hopefully this is the sign of where the summer that we've got to come. Bring lots of visitors to Picton, lots of business for our local businesses and tourist operators. If you haven't been here, I would thoroughly recommend that you come down here and spend some time in Picton. There's a mecca of water, inlets, waterways, sounds and that to explore. And hey, you might fall in love with the place like we did and end up relocating here to live. Hope you can see that. This is a harpoon from the whale chaser Orca, donated by Jill and Joe Pirano and families, whalers. Pretty serious piece of kit. It's an actual harpoon. Just absolutely amazing. Putting aside the your feelings of revulsion for what was then an accepted activity. You know, things change, attitudes change, people's perceptions and opinions change, but you've got to have nothing but admiration for the people that used to be out there chasing whales on small boats, harpooning them with these things. There's the Edwin Fox. Here's our ferry coming in from Wellington. It's the one we'll be going on shortly. I think it's the Aratiri. This is where I believe they're supposedly building a new information centre. This is where the cinema and aquarium used to be. It's unfortunately bit of a spat between the owners and the council, or the Port of Marlborough, whoever. The whole lot's been demolished. Bit of a shame because it was a big loss for Picton and quite an attraction to have a cinema here, albeit a small one, and an aquarium full of fish. It was quite impressive the amount of fish that they had there. They also had parrots and things and large aviaries. And if you're in Picton, come and have a look at this old boat here. It's absolutely phenomenal. You can get right inside it, walk from one end to the other. It is well worthwhile having a look. The history, there's a museum as well. And if you're into woodworking, if you're into boats, or you just simply want to have a look, it's absolutely phenomenal. The workmanship and craftsmanship that went into building this vessel and piecing it all together, all done by hand and with hand tools. So if you're here, make a bit of time and come and have a look. Last surviving ship out of 1,040 that transported convicts to Australia. Now they're shipping them all back. View the world-class display in the centre and learn amazing history. Go aboard and under this world-famous 1853 ship, see the construction, walk the decks and depths of the ship and sense the history. So it is absolutely phenomenal. Amazing. It's all built by hand. They actually floated her in after they pumped all the mud and that out of her. I believe she was used as a coal bunker at one stage for the works. She's all teak, Indian teak, Some huge chunks of teak, and seeing the size of the masts were, well, as you can see, one of the, I think that's probably one of the masts there, or is it, I don't know, or is it maybe the, oh, that's actually the stern, so it could have been a mast, or what was left of it there. Sailors will tell me it's a mizzen mast, or what is it? And then we have the museum, so it doesn't cost much to get in, and it's well worthwhile visiting if you come to Picton, have a little bit of time to kill. There's also another local museum in town, the Whaling Museum, and that's well worthwhile having a look through as well. Usually you can walk all the way up there. They've totally demolished the old ferry terminal building. With the cancellation of the U-Butte ferries, a lot of work, infrastructure work that needed to be done has stopped. Now they're obviously putting a band-aid over it. Who knows what the story is, what they're going to replace the ferries with. I think most of the costs involved in the new ferries were actually tied up in infrastructure changes and making everything larger to accommodate them. It's all ballooned out of control, the costs, and just got ridiculously out of hand. But unfortunately we need new ferries. What the government have up their sleeve, who knows? Hopefully we'll find out shortly. But with the constant breakdowns we're seeing with both, well, more in particular with the Inter-Islanders, a recent one with Bluebridge, they're really going to have to put their minds to it and hope they come up with something that's a reasonable proposition. There's our Terry, she's just reversing in. I've got to keep an eye on the time. I'm all checked in. We've got to be back by 10, but usually can walk all on those wharfs. They've sort of got them roped off now. You can't access it on foot, and the boats sort of tied up there. There's not very many at the moment, but there's Edwin Fox under there. This was where we were back over that way before, but it's the Picton Marina. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed having a little bit of a look around on this beautiful day. See, there's quite a lot of work going on here. The size of that prop. This is one of the original whaling boats, Shhhhh one. The design of that old girl. And the size of that propeller is quite impressive. Just walking back around the other side of the mini golf. But there's a lot of bars, restaurants, cafes, a pub if you're into a good old-fashioned pub, old-fashioned backpackers there, car hire companies. And we have the old railway station. Right, the Department of Conservation Information Centre. Now, all this is within an easy walk, probably 1 minute, 2 minute walk when you get off the ferry if you're a foot passenger. Wine tours, fishing charters, all the information at the Queen Charlotte track and local tracks if you're into walking. Community notice board. Your mail boats, that's well worthwhile if you've got more than a few hours to spare. Get out in the Sounds or the mail boat. Omaka Aviation Heritage Centre, just out of Omaka Blenheim there. Of course there's Blue Bridge ferries here as well. And effectively you've also got your main bus stop, catch the intercity, Blue Bridge ferry shuttle and all that drama if you're travelling further south. So yeah, highly recommended. Come to our bonny wee town and have a look. Spend some time here. You won't regret it. Right, all aboard. There's the commercial port over there, or part of it. The logging port's around the other side. We just had some poor old lady inside had fallen on the step into the head. I think she sort of hurt her leg or hurt her hip or done a sprain, so I'm hoping she's going to be alright. We just sort of helped her up into a seat. And she's looking for a doctor now or a nurse that might be on board. Have a wee bit of a look. There's the top deck, Marlborough Ferry. Here's the Edwin Fox. We walked around all over the place before, so it's quite an elevated view. Picton Marina, around the bridge. I don't think there's going to be a lot of passengers today, being a Friday. It's a beautiful place to be when the weather's right. It's just fantastic. For an old ferry, it's just incredible facilities. That's the down there is the deck for the premium lounge. I'm coming back on the premium lounge. I treated myself a wee bit for a bit of extra. They give you a meal and a few drinks for free. It's a very quiet, private little area. Last time we came across, they have a surprise and delight package on occasion where they don't have the premium lounge fully booked out. They surprise people coming aboard. My wife Megan and I came aboard. We're in a wheelchair. We were trying to find somewhere out of the way from the crowds where we could sit quietly. As we came aboard, they asked us where we wanted to go, and we just said somewhere quiet. And next minute we found ourselves in the premium lounge, and we were a bit guilty. We sort of said to them, well, we're not supposed to be here, but they told us about the surprise and delight package, so we had a wonderful return journey in this lounge. And when they came back just before we docked, they came back with a bag full of goodies for us, which was really lovely. It sort of almost brought both of us to tears, given what was going on for us at that time. You know, with Megan's cancer and being wheelchair bound, and it was a bit of a journey to actually get backwards and forwards across the water to go and see our grandbabies. You know, so thank you very much, Inter Islander. I've got a lovely staff, all very friendly. They can't do enough for you, so they're just amazing business, amazing group of people, and one that we should support. So you hear that, National? Support the Inter Islander. Get it right. Slipping the lines now. Yep. Line's gone. I think we'll be on our way very, very shortly. Looks like we are underway. So sailing around boats and ships, I'm a bit of a kid. Absolutely love this. The journey across a dirty, shitty piece of water called the Cook Strait is commencing. Ferry. See Melbourne and Queen Charlotte Sound.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
Distance you can see the marina, at the very end of the marina, and that's where the Star is parked underneath on their berth. La 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 la. This is a southeast entrance to Wellington Harbour, quite a rugged stretch of coast and quite exposed to the westerly, nor'westerly and southerly weather systems. On the 10th of April 1968, the inter-islander ferry Wellington foundered on Barrett's Reef during one of the worst storms New Zealand had ever experienced. A lot of the passengers ended up in the water or in lifeboats and were blown across onto the eastern coast of Eastbourne in that area. The Wellington struck Barrett's Reef during a storm, damaging her prop and prop shaft, taking on water. She foundered, she was unable to be recovered, and a lot of people watched helplessly from Fort Dorset and Seatoun as this tragedy unfolded. I knew a family that had been on that ferry, and their son passed away in 1990, was the last Wellington victim to die as a result of what occurred, as a result of the injuries he received at the time. There's an amazing documentary on the disaster that interviews passengers that were on the ferry at the time and explains blow by blow what happened and how the disaster unfolded. You'll see Barrett's Reef there for the yacht and with the reef marker or channel marker, and you can see there the east coast where a lot of the passengers ended up washed up. I was from an army family and we lived at a place called Fort Balance, which is just out of Seatoun. I used to catch the bus to school, and look, I can remember seeing in the mid-1970s the remains of the ferry that was still being salvaged, being placed or stacked onto the local wharfs. Look, growing up in Fort Balance was an amazing experience. There was a number of army houses up there, 5 or 6 by memory, and we used to wander all over the fort, through all the old ammunition bunkers and tunnels and disappearing gun emplacements. That was all overgrown with broom back in the day. It was like playing Indiana Jones as a child. Absolutely fantastic, and something that I always reflect on as I get older. Hey everyone, hope you hung in there till the very end. Keep an eye out for the next episode. It'll be coming out very soon. I've had a few issues with computers and such like, so it's taken me a little bit to get sorted. But I hope you enjoyed the scenery, hope you enjoyed this episode. And as always, click like, subscribe, share it, do whatever you want. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you back here again.